Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel. So, I've been doing a little bit more thinking about the listing in a notebook, watching more of the Lail by Mail lives that I had missed. I haven't been able to actually join one of the lives yet, but I really, really do like that idea to help me record some of the fun everyday things without doing 12 by 12 pages. So I've started, and if you recall, I was talking to you and I said, well, I'm not going to invest in anything until I've really tried it out a little bit and see how I like it. I'm going to share my first few lists, and I will, in the new year, try and do some of these as a process with you. In December, it's still December, and it's still crazy, but I got home early today, which is absolutely amazing, so I thought I would do this recording. And I did place a very small order with Lail by Mail yesterday, which I will show you when it gets here. Some alpha stamps so that I have something that is in between what I already have. I have here the L Studio. These are medium Jane alphabet. They are quite large, but I really, really do like the font. They're quite thin, so they work beautifully, and I've used them already quite a bit in here. So I have these, and then I have these numbers, and then we go down into some very small alphas. This is a Stampin' Up, and this is also an LE Studio. So I ordered a stamp set which is sort of in between the stamp set, these stamp sets that I have. And then when I was talking to you, I said, well, you know, the kinds of lists that I want to do are sort of in the news, and these all come from Lail by Mail. These are her ideas, and she lists often on a Saturday, but sometimes an evening during the week, and on the whole, pretty much every week, unless she is traveling and teaching. So in the news, about last month, which is sort of like highlights of the month, which I think is really, really, really fun. I'm going to probably do some of my reading and watching, that kind of thing that I want to do. And then, so the other stamp set that I got was one that is actually called In the News. And it has that, but it also has sort of like monthly highlights and that kind of thing. So it would basically be a stamp set that I could pretty much use in any of the listing that I do. And there's another one that I ordered, which I will talk to you about when we get into what I've done so far. So I was just sort of trying to do one of my 10 minutes in the evening after work. And I thought, well, I'm going to do sort of like a title page. So currently 2025, and for the 2025, I used this number of years, this stamp set. These are very, very large. And I used Mint Macaron and Daffodil Delight from Stampin' Up. And again, this way of sort of setting the page up comes directly from Lail by Mail as well. And I use some Vicky Bouton 6x8 paper here. So this is sort of my title page, but then you're going to see that really I've done a couple of lists that will go for, well, at least one that is more 2024, and actually just a very recent one these past few days. So here is the first sort of real list that I did. Some stats here about my reading in 2024. I read 188 books. a little over 43,000 pages. The page count and that kind of thing is not really all that important. And in all honesty, the number of books I've read is not really. But I thought it would be fun to just sort of put that in there to start me off a little bit. And then 5-star reviews all around. And these are just a few of the books that I love. So this I printed off. Goodreads, I think, sent this to me. And there were a few other stats, but I decided I would just put these down. I used the Ellie Studio, the Medium Jane here for stats. There we go there. I actually used some washi tape here, my friend, so maybe there will be a bit of reconciliation with washi tape, since I did get a few in some Mercy Tiara kits and a few die cuts here. So you can see the premise of this notebook is flat. There basically is no dimensions. So stickers, die cuts, and stamping. And what I've discovered is I'm enjoying the stamping. So over here I put a large, and again, exactly the same principle where 6x8 sheet in the back. I cut down a little bit, then put some white, or in this case cream, my whipped cream cardstock. That is about an inch more narrow and shorter, so that I have a good part of the pattern paper showing in the back. Now, when Lael does her listing, she has these really fun little bullet stamps. Now, I did find this from a very, very old stamp set that I had from Citrus Twist when I was getting, I think it was their actually sort of like everyday documenting kind of kit. And I got that for about a year, many, many years, probably about 10 years ago. But there is a small bullet here that I could use. But then I looked through my stamps and I don't really have an awful lot. So that is another set. So basically I ordered 3 stamp sets, and I think that should do me at least for definitely the first part of the year. I don't think I'm going to need anything else. Everything else I will just be using from my stash. But to go along with this, I did a sort of list here of favorite authors and their series, which I thought would be fun, so that I could just check back with this every once in a while, so that I could go and see if I'm up to date or if there are any new books. So for my cozy mystery fans here, like I know Sharon does some, Susan, Mary, so this is all fun. So one of my favorite authors is Elizabeth Span Craig, and I'm reading 3 series. Southern Quilting series, the Village Library series, and the Myrtle Clover series. And these are sort of listed in my list, in my scale of preference. Ellie Alexander, many of you may already know her, the Bake Shop series, Sloane Krause, and now she has a new series, which is The Secret Bookcase, which is set in a bookstore. They are all amazing series. Mindy Quigley, that does a deep dish pizza series. So I'm saying this here for my friends that are also cozy mystery readers, in case you don't know these series. Karina Moss has a cheese shop series. Linda Riley has a grilled cheese shop restaurant series. Amanda Flower has 2 Amish type series that I really enjoy. And Leslie Budowitz does the Spice Shop series, and that's based in Seattle, and I really like that. She does a couple of other series, and I sort of didn't, enjoy them as much, but the Spice Shop series, and I think it's up to about 8 books now, is amazing. And then, of course, Laura Childs and the Tea Shop, which has been around for a very long time. And I think it's up to 29 or 30 books. So my first list, and I really enjoyed doing this. It didn't take me a lot of time. I think it's fun to record this kind of thing. So I will definitely be doing some sort of reading and watching monthly list, I think. I may be doing some 6x8 as well. I'm going to talk to you about a project that's coming up in the new year that I'm really, really looking forward to. And then this one I just did, and this is fun. This is on the last Lail by Mail, the last live. I think it was maybe Saturday the 21st. And when I got home in the evening, I watched it on replay, where she was talking about glimmers. And I absolutely loved that concept. Now, will I do it every week or on a monthly basis or just once in a while? I'm going to keep a running sort of tally of glimmers, because they are little tiny things that make you smile, make you happy, make you grateful in your day, in your week. So it's not really like a grateful journal or that kind of thing. Really tiny little things that I think we sometimes forget. I tend to be, or at least I try to be, a fairly positive person. I found the last few months a little bit more difficult than usual. Not terribly, but just a lot busier. I've needed to be invested a lot more in mum duty and things like that. I've not had as much time for myself. So these tiny little glimmers, and she's very careful in her video. She says she did not invent this, and she does say who did, and I think puts her Instagram account. If I can find it all again, I will put that down below. But I thought that was a fabulous idea. And of course, the last couple of weeks of December, between the bakery, my mom, and everything, you know how busy I am. It's fun. It's not stressful. It's fun, but sometimes I'm just so tired. I think it's important to see those little tiny things that bring little glimmers of joy to our day. So like online groceries. By the time I got through, you know, the work crazies, I realized that I really didn't have enough food in the house, and there is no way I was going grocery shopping on Boxing Day. So online groceries, yay for online groceries, yay for yummy sushi on the 24th, Christmas Eve, which is now a new tradition of mine. We close the bakery at 4. And I just come home and have a lovely glass of wine or a martini and some sushi. Just a nice pause. Deb, my bestie, willing to come to help me. The eye clinic day with Mom on Monday, in the midst of everything else going along. And she, who is 2 hours away, or an hour and a half at least, actually offered to drive all the way in to come and help me on eye clinic day, knowing full well that, you know, I would have to probably run back to work after. I declined, but just to know, you know, that she was willing to do that. And she said, you know, I'll do it for you. That I had that little special hold. Christmas Day sprints, that was fun because, again, we were all so tired. So my Christmas with Joey, we've delayed it. With Deb and her family, we've delayed it. So Christmas Day, I went to Mom's, of course. You know, she's in assisted living, and obviously I would spend quite a bit of time with her, but then come home on my own. And there were some Christmas Day sprints over on Tiffany's channel. Joe sending me Jack photos, so that always makes my day when he sends me a quick little photo in the morning, either out on his walk with Jack or Jack just lounging around when Joey's at home. So I love, love, love those. They always, always make me smile. A surprise day off, which I'm keeping a secret, which I was not expecting. and a listing live this afternoon. So I got home from work early today, which is amazing. So it's almost a day off. But the live had already started, so I don't sort of want to go in midway. So I'm going to wait until it's finished, and then I am going to relax and watch that. So I think I am really, really going to enjoy this, and I will talk to you more about it. And then for some of my other documenting of my own, you know, I was talking to you about, you know, 6x8s and this sort of notebook type thing, so that the 12x12s that I do will basically be in albums that are leaving because I really do need to be conscious of space. And Miranda has this amazing series which will be starting on the 6th of January, and it's a weekly hop. Now, I don't know that I'll be able to do it on a weekly basis, but I really, really love the concept because it's basically 52 favorite photos and documenting them, but 52 favorite photos of your everyday life. And I think that is absolutely perfect for me to be doing my own documenting. I won't be doing many 12x12s for myself, and that is an awesome, awesome way to do it. And that I think I want to do as a 6x8 album. So I'll talk to you more about that on the 6th of January. But there you go. Thanks for joining me today. I will remember this time. The last time I said I would put the Lail by Mail YouTube channel info down below, and I forgot because Helen had to message me and say, can you send me that link? So I will put that down below, and if I find the information on who coined the phrase and the idea of glimmers, I will put that down below as well. But if not, pop on over to Lail by Mail, the live on the 21st, I believe, of December, and you will find her talking about that. Thank you so, so much for joining me. I'm enjoying stamping. And I will see you back here very, very soon. Bye for now, friends.